wanted to share a couple updates that I've done in my shop. Been kind of tired actually. The last day we were out for a bike ride on our bikes, and we ran across a lady who had a young little puppy, man, like 5 weeks old, and we ended up adopting it. So not a lot of sleeping at home, but having a lot of fun. Um, Let me show you what we've been doing. So I wanted to get more out of my panel saw. And so a couple things I started noticing about my panel saw. I have not had this that long, but there were a couple things about it that I wasn't too key on. One of them was that he had this old blade guard, which has basically no guts to it. You can see I've got a shop vac hose, and I tried to get it to work because he had a small hole here with some plumbing hardware and basically a shop vac hose, and it just spewed dust. What I did was, the Milwaukee saw is based on a C4 Safetyspeed saw that's got the same footprint. It's got the same extension wings, which are an accessory. And I made a couple upgrades. So I contacted Safetyspeed and I said, I need to get just this, which is a special cover. You can see it's got a pickup for the dust collection. The beauty of this thing is that it's actually welded all the way down to about here. And then you get this clear tube that has a split in it. So what happens is when the saw's running, it's kicking dust towards you. But if you can see that tube goes right up to the material. So when you pull this guy down here, you can see it is going to pick up the material with very little loss. So this clear tube slides inside. It's held in with this clamp, and then you have a swivel arm. Mine was missing the swivel arm, the clear tube, and this hood. I bought the hose, I bought the retractor, but it never really worked that well, and I was kind of getting bummed out on my panel saw. So I got those parts, and it's working much better. So the second thing that I did, though, was I noticed that there was a roller on the end. This roller was actually out here, which is not that good because you've got a space of about 16 inches between this roller and the first other roller. And so I needed something in the middle. So I took the outer one, moved it towards the inner, and on eBay, I actually found a guy that makes and sells these. These are the same size roller as these, but they're made out of UVMH. I think it's UVMH, whatever. Ultra high molecular plastic, basically. So it slips well and it doesn't wear very easily. I picked up my own bolt. It's a 3/8 by 3.5 inch bolt with a nylon lock nut on this end. And the only thing that's different is these washers. These are hard to come by. These washers, if you get them from Safetyspeed, they're like $13 a piece. And I'm just a little too proud to pay $13 for a washer that size. After I gave up trying to find it on Amazon, I just ended up using a fender washer that I had in my bin. And I think that's actually going to work fine because at the end, a lot of times I'm coming in at an angle, and by the time I get to the second roller, then I'm in line. So not a big deal. But it definitely gives me more support.